Alright, so I wanted to go over my experience with the Gala Games ecosystem so far and show you how you can potentially make a lot of money playing these games or just participating in the Gala Games ecosystem. So there's three main games that I play. I'll go through all three of them, how I've made money on some, how I haven't made money on some. The first one I've actually made $500 off, Australian dollars, so about 300 US. I'll go over that one first, and then I'll go over the other two where I have made a little bit of money but put in a little bit more. And then the last one, I put in money and haven't made any money. So we'll give you the full spectrum of how you might participate in these games simply by playing for fun, and you might be left over with something that's of value, and that's been my experience. Alright, so the first game is Spider Tanks. So this is the game I've actually made $500 off. Now I started playing this game about May this year, so about 2 or 3 months ago. I started off just playing for free. Well, I've been playing for free the whole time, but I started off just piloting random tanks. So if you didn't know, if you go into the game, you don't have any assets yet, you can pilot other people's tanks. So you just queue up and you'll be randomly given someone else's tank, and you will earn the in-game currency, which is victory points, which gets converted to silk, which is a cryptocurrency. So you can actually buy and sell this on an exchange. But essentially, you'll earn silk via playing these random tanks. Now I got decent at the game, I ranked up a little bit. It is harder to rank up and you will lose more doing this matter where you play random tanks. But then I was able to show one of the community members that I was playing consistently, I was decent at the game, and they actually rented me their tank directly. So I could play their tank every day, and this was the flame tank, and it is legendary, which earns me decent silk, and that gets split half, so he gets half, I get half. And this is how I was able to accumulate enough silk where I could then purchase a new tank from the Gala Game store using that silk, and I could either play that tank, which I did, or you could sell that tank. Now, my background is from League of Legends. I was a challenger in the OCE, so a somewhat decent player, but I would always one trick. So I one tricked Eve, which was a close combat character. So I'm happy just sticking to my flame tank that I'm piloting. As I was playing this other tank that I bought, I realized I didn't really like range tank, and I decided to sell it instead. So I leveled it up using my parts, so you can level up your tanks in game, and then I then put that on the blockchain into my Ethereum wallet, and I sold it. And I wasn't really expecting, I didn't know how much I was going to get. I had a quick look, and they were going for about 300 USD. I had leveled mine, so mine was actually higher level. I probably sold it at a discount. The point of me saying this is my intent wasn't to make money off this game. My intent was just to have fun, participate, and see what comes of it. I assumed I would get something or have something of value after playing. I didn't realize it was going to be this much this quickly, and I do realize that my circumstance was pretty favorable because I was lucky enough to have this community member let me use their tank daily, and I'm more than happy to just play in the one tank, so I don't need multiple tanks. The other ways you could achieve this would be to buy your own tank. So put a bit of money in, you'd be earning the full amount from that tank instead of sharing 50-50 with someone else. So you could then have access to earn on multiple tanks. So for example, for me, I'm only earning on the one tank, and I cap out that earnings at about 10 games. So if you own two tanks, you could get 20 games worth of earnings per day, for example. And then eventually you might cash out the silk, or you might purchase new NFTs and sell those NFTs, or just keep building up your garage full of tanks and just keep playing for fun. Gala Games has this game very sustainable, so the silk price is very stable. The ecosystem works, so people spend that silk like I did on tanks, use those tanks in game, maybe cash out every now and then. But if you do cash out your silk directly, you will lose honor, which I won't go into too much detail, but essentially it ruins your earnings for a period of time. So most people use that silk to purchase tanks and upgrade their tanks. Alright, so the second game in the Gala Games ecosystem that I've been playing is Dragon Strike. Well, first of all, this is a mobile game, so I play this on my mobile just when I have time. I've been playing it for quite a few months now, but right now, as of a few weeks, the NFTs are now available, so you can see them in game. They'll have a little logo next to the name, whether the hero is an NFT or not. There's no extra power from being an NFT, but if you want to participate in the leaderboard, which is a weekly competition, it's only your NFT characters that will score towards that leaderboard. So you can use these NFT characters to either participate on the leaderboard, which you'll get rewarded in Gala. The first week I got within the top 200, but not the top 100, so I didn't earn that much. The second week I got within the top 100, so I earned a little bit more Gala. And you can see here, this is how much Gala I earned. So it's not a lot right now, but you can imagine the price might fluctuate, or these rewards might get higher. The second week they gave out $4,000 worth of Gala. This week it's only 3,000. but I'm still using my NFTs to play the game and rank on the leaderboard. I could sell these NFTs. Also, I should say I've spent $100 on this game, 100 US dollars, so not a small amount, but a lot of that I didn't actually need to spend, so it was a bit of wasted money. It didn't really give me any. I kind of just FOMO'd in while I was sitting there playing the game. But you could achieve exactly what I achieved without putting any money in. It just might be slightly slower. So the NFTs that I own, I could probably sell all of them for at least a couple of $100 US, likely even more. And this is again just playing the game, enjoying the game. I did spend a bit of money, like I said, didn't really give me too much of an advantage, and I've got something of value. And real quick, how you would get those NFTs in game, you would simply just save up your gems, which you can see in the top right hand corner. You get these through lots of different activities. You would get to 50,000. You can then use a scroll, purchase a scroll of minting with that, and you could mint any of your characters into an NFT. And you'd probably wait till you get a 5-star hero, which does take a long time to get, but you definitely can get one in game just by playing for free. And you would mint that into an NFT and you could sell that. Alternatively, you could save 10,000 gems and mint a random NFT hero, and it may be anywhere between 3 to 4 to 5-star. So there's a little bit of luck involved, and obviously the 3 and 4-star won't sell as much as the 5-star. Alright, and lastly, the third game that I participate in within the Gala Games ecosystem is Superior. Now this one's still on early access, so it's not fully out yet, earnings aren't out, but NFTs are integrated. So I do own 3 NFTs here, the Ronin, the Nomad, and the Murmur. They're all uncommon. 2 of them I purchased, 1 of them I won in May Mayhem. So I have actually spent probably $500 on this game, which is more than I probably intended, but that's how it happened. I was having fun and I leveled one of my characters to full, my Ronin, and I really wanted to keep trying the other characters, so I bought a Murmur and then I got the Nomad for free. Now at this current time, they're probably only worth maybe $100 each. But what the game has planned and what Gala has said they have planned for the game is obviously earnings, which would probably be Gala via the leaderboard, so similar to Dragon Strike. But also they'll have these NFTs integrated onto the Giri chain or Gala chain, sorry, and similar to Spider Tanks, where you'll be able to actually sell the NFTs at their max level. So when you're on the secondary market, you'll be able to see what level the character is. So these theoretically would be worth a lot more because they're max level. Getting 20 infamy and getting them to level 50 takes a long time, and theoretically when earnings comes out, there'll probably be a lot of people that want to play and don't want to spend that much time leveling, and they may purchase one of these. I don't really plan on selling, but theoretically these are more valuable once the game completely comes out. So in this example, I've put a lot of money in and I haven't got anything out yet. Which I'm fine with. But if you did want to play this game and not put in as much money as I did, you can actually just get the early access. So I think it's $25. And if you infamy level 1, so you get to max level, level 30, you press the infamy button, you'll have it here, what's infamy. As long as you press that once and go back to level 0 to level again, max level will then be 31 instead of 30. They have said that on full release, anyone that has done that with the early access, that character will be minted as an NFT. That might be common, or it might be actually, it could be uncommon. My guess is it'll be common, but that's one way you can get an NFT without putting a lot of money in. The main point I'm trying to make here by making this video is that just by participating in the Gala Games ecosystem, most people are putting in a bit of money, getting something of value, using that value to play the games more or continue that cycle, or they cash out with that value. And what it sometimes feels like to me is, especially with the Spider Tanks example, where I sold that NFT for $500. I mean, generally what it felt like to me was Gala Games created this ecosystem where you own your own assets, and although they sell the NFTs for quite a lot of money, they also create a scenario where someone playing for free like me or not putting too much money in can actually be the person selling to whales, that someone that's happy to put in $500 into a game. And remember, this is all happening without mass adoption yet. Gala Games has a lot of players in their ecosystem, but it's far from what it can be and probably will be. It's still very early days. So I'd suggest getting in early. The best way to go about that is just to start playing, but I would also say go into the Gala Discord. If you have any questions, there's always a very active community in all of these games. Any of your questions will be answered pretty much instantly. You can drop any questions below as well in the comments, and check out my other videos. I cover most of these games. And if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe and like, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.